purpose of this meeting is to conduct the business of the Gettysburg Area School District. Board of Directors meetings and committee meetings are open to the public but not public meetings. All school district residents that wish to make public comment should sign in prior to the start of the meeting and request to speak during citizens' participation. School district residents wishing to speak to the board shall do so only during citizens' participation. The board will not tolerate public outbursts or disruptions, will not tolerate comments made outside of citizens' participation portion of the meeting. Public comment is welcome, and all issues will be referred to the appropriate board committees or administrators. Comments will also be summarized in the board minutes, which will be made available by contacting the business office. If everyone could please silence your electronic devices and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. For roll call, everyone is present except for Mr. Hassinger and Mr. Moyer, which are both excused. And we'll start with notices and communications, and we'll start with, looks like we have a presentation from the high school. Mr. Lusk.
First, thank you. Thank all of you, but I'd especially like to thank our outgoing board members. Some of you recognize that you have a couple weeks and a couple of meetings left before you're officially off the hook. But I sincerely want to say, thank you for your willingness to step up and lead voluntarily for this school community. You make difficult decisions. You make important decisions. You do that, from what I've seen, to the best of your ability, and I truly appreciate it on behalf of many. So again, thank you for your willingness more than anything. Hashtag be involved. I'd like to introduce my still relatively new to the position assistant principals, Mrs. Biggins and Mrs. Grossman, two experienced educators with noteworthy instructional prowess, and their capacity for leadership is exceptionally high. I'd say in my opinion, but it's actually a fact. We've quickly gelled as a team, and I'm excited to continue partnering with them in the work that we do, which is more challenging and dynamic than most people know. On top of the normal principal duties, if there is such a normal list, these two have absorbed extra duties for the overall team of the district, just like I absorbed the long list of responsibilities that come along with facilitating career and technical education programs in the high school when ACTI became independent of our district. These two have already taken on additional work for the team. Mrs. Grossman oversees the district's cyber school programming, in addition to her long list of normal duties. And Mrs. Biggins has already done a ton of work on the safety and security front, logistical matters of all sorts, and important student matters, namely, and I'm thinking about this past Friday all day long, working on school attendance as a big one. Hashtag be here. As I work to transition away from this microphone, and I'm trying to stick to the script because I was told to do so, because microphones have a way with me, I'll make my most important notes to come. I'll start with two quotes. I couldn't pick one, so you're going to get two. The first: before you're a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. That's Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric. Second quote: the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He's the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan. We have a staff and we have students who do great things, day in and day out. Part of our work is helping them learn to lead and then allowing them to lead. So I'm going to step aside after introducing Karen Morris. Not only is she a great school nurse, she is also our student council advisor. Karen?
I'm Karen Morris. This is my 5th year as advisor of Student Council. So now I'm going to turn the mic over.
As you should.
My co-presidents.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melanie Johnson. I am a senior at GHS, and I'm co-president of Student Council.
I'm William Morris. I'm also a senior, and I'm the other co-president of Student Council.
Okay, so we're going to get started off talking about spirit, pride, and game day experiences at our school. Student Council aided in fostering a great football season because we helped carry out weekly football themes with the student section, and we continuously advertised those themes on our Student Council Instagram page. We also helped purchase items for the student section to encourage others to engage in the themes, especially those who had no way to get things that went along with the theme. So we created like a kind of like a unified atmosphere within the student body, and it was just like a way for us to boost school spirit, because a lot of people did seem to participate after we did make an effort to purchase those decorations. And then we also, every night after the football games, we had students stay after the game along with the student section leaders. I was one of 3 student section leaders, and I did appreciate when we had people stay after the games with us to help us clean up the student section, because it just showed that our student body truly does care about the facilities that are provided to us. And so it genuinely shows responsibility within our student body, and that's something that Student Council believes in and we strive to establish within our student body. Next slide, please. So Student Council also did help out at freshman orientation. We helped freshmen be able to navigate our high school campus, because it can be a very stressful time for them. And so it was just our way to welcome the new school community. And we also did help out with back to school night and parent teacher conferences. We aided staff because we gave them support, and we helped parents navigate the hallways. We also did help organize and promote Senior Sunrise, because we have been doing it for the past 4 years. This was our 4th year. And each year we've had a bigger turnout, which just shows that our student body is excited to start the school year, and they're excited to come to school to learn and to just step into this environment that has been created that shows that they're truly accepted and their feelings are cared for. And so it was just it was an honor to see a bigger turnout this year for Senior Sunrise, because it has been something that we've invested our time in, and so it was very meaningful that we had a bigger turnout. Next slide, please. Recently, we had Dr. Matzer and Dr. McFarland come to one of our student council meetings, and we had a Q&A session with them where students came with prepared questions, and they strove to engage in a meaningful discussion, and we genuinely learned the mindset that goes along with inhabiting a position such as superintendent and assistant superintendent, and it really did show us that that those in charge do really care about our school community and how students feel and what they can be doing to support us. Next slide, please. And then finally, we hosted homecoming this year. It was a success. It started off with the announcement of the homecoming court, and then then we had our Spirit Week announced, and we had a mini pep rally in the hallway. It was kind of a way to avoid taking time out of class, but still fostering that same school spirit that got everyone excited for the game and for homecoming. And then following that, the king and queen were crowned at the football game later that day, and the week wrapped up with the homecoming dance. Later this year, we will be hosting prom as well, and it's just a way for our student body to reflect on the memories that they've made during the school year and celebrate the end of an amazing school year. And we do have we will have tickets available online and in person. Making our tickets accessible online has also just been a way for us to kind of make it more accessible and efficient to get students to engage in these types of things. And it does seem to be working well because we've had more people use the online version and compared to last year, because it was just introduced last year, and I do see it becoming something that students will not completely rely on, but utilize more. And next slide, please. And I'm going to turn it over to my co-president.
Okay, so we originally started with one grab-and-go breakfast because if you didn't know, the way people come into the school, you can either come in through down near the gymnasium or through the main entrance, and originally to get food, you would have to go through the cafeteria to get food for the breakfast. But if you came in later on, you may not have that option, so we started a grab-and-go breakfast where you're able to go and pick up breakfast, and we just opened up our second one, and it's doing very well. It's selling out almost every morning, which is very good. And we also launched a food Instagram page so that everyone knows what the daily schedule, what the food is for the day, the breakfast and the lunch. And so that's been going well. That just started, I think, last week, and a lot of people are liking it. We work with Mr. Malone. I'm on the district wellness committee as a student representative as well, and this is how we've kind of gotten this grab and go to work very well with moving it around and stuff. Yeah. Next slide, please. So we also partner with other clubs such as Minithon, and by doing this, we increase school spirit, and we encourage other people to stay involved in the school, not just in the classroom, but outside, such as at football games and other things. Together, it's more like a family at GHS, which is one of the goals for Student Council. Next slide, please. This year, we are doing 2 blood drives. This is more than usual. I believe last year we just had 1, and now we have 2. We also now have a scholarship for it. Whoever runs it will receive the scholarship, and it is directly by assisting with the blood drives, which is very nice. And this gives the opportunity to give blood to people in need, and it's very good. It's going very well. Next slide, please. And now we are enhancing schools' spaces. Most recently, if you look down the bottom right of the slide, we're adding this area in where the lunch area is so that seniors with senior passes can go and sit down and make their arcs better. And then also it may be used for people at lunch that are allowed to and can. And then we also started with senior parking spaces, which a couple years ago, the people working on it, the people who originally wanted it initiated, graduated, but now we get the benefit from it. And every year we've had more people paint parking spots, and it's a great way to bring the seniors together and make their parking spots nice. Yeah, we're focusing on legacy here, and we want the next generations of students to be better, to have better things than we do. So that's the whole point here. Next slide, please. And then we also are expanding our ARC opportunities. Most recently, we just had a speaker come in to talk to us about blood donating. He donated in all 50 states, which was very interesting. We hope to bring in more guest speakers. We've had Mr. Malone come in before, and we just had the superintendents come in during our student council meeting. And yeah, it's good to get people to learn about different things we offer at GHS. And yeah, next slide, please. And we're gonna switch over to the Warrior Ambassadors. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We're very proud of our student leaders. They've really worked hard, and they continue to be a great voice for us. I also want to introduce our Warrior Ambassadors. They're led by our family navigators, Tara Zimmerman and Rachel Hasty. We share Tara and Rachel with the entire district. I don't know how they make it to all of our buildings and dedicate the time they do, but they run our Warrior Ambassador program, and we've been very fortunate. I've been very fortunate to have them support with a lot of our attendance initiatives and trying to help our families that are struggling to get our students to school. It's not just us, it's everywhere, and they've been a vital part of our team. They help students feel welcome in our buildings, and that's the whole mission of the Warrior Ambassadors. It was an identified need in our comprehensive plan, and I'm gonna let them tell you a little bit about what they do.
Hi. This is very nerve-wracking being up here. I give so much credit to these kids who volunteered to do this. It's amazing. My name is Tara Zimmerman. I am one of the district's 2 family navigators, and I feel like it's just a huge privilege to be able to share this program with you, because I think it's pretty amazing because the students are amazing. Warrior Ambassadors was created to help new students feel welcomed, supported, and to set them up for success from the moment that they arrive at Gettysburg Area High School. Before we launched the program, the Counseling Center, they did everything that they possibly could to help the students, the new students, giving them tours, helping them find their first mod classes. But as we all know, the workload of a school counselor is enormous. And so we did what we could to try and help them and to see what we could do to strengthen the experience for new students. Since the start of the program, it has evolved. Every year it is changing, and hopefully it feels like and seems like it gets better every year. Rachel, who is the other family navigator, and myself, we have interviewed so many new students every single year to get their feedback, to see what has worked for them, what didn't work, what maybe they needed that we weren't able to provide for them, and just so that we can best support the next new students that come in. So their feedback is just so valuable so that we can learn to help the next new students. The new students in our district, it's probably the same everywhere, but we often don't get very much notice. So we get notice that there's a new student coming, and sometimes it's the very end of the day, and I am scrambling, emailing my list of Warrior Ambassadors, like they've already left for the day, and I'm hoping that they will be able to help me tomorrow morning, help these new students first thing in the morning. It's 7 o'clock. They're so willing and so incredibly supportive, and they just want to help new students. And it's just so awesome to be able to be a part of that and to experience that. We believe that in order to feel like you really belong somewhere, you have to be connected, and you have to have involvement in your community and in your school. And that's exactly what these guys provide. They're just so awesome. Our Warrior Ambassadors exemplify the Gettysburg Area School District slogan in every single way: to be here, be involved, be committed, and be kind. So, without further ado,
thank you all so much for your time. We would first like to introduce ourselves just so you can put a name to a face. I'm Sarah Rice. I'm a junior, and I'm the president of Warrior Ambassadors.
My name is Reese Sutel, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Livia Powell, and I am the vice president of Warrior Ambassadors, and I'm a junior.
My name is Mahi Shah, and I'm a junior.
Us as Warrior Ambassadors, we will meet 1 to 2 times per month, and we will talk about a lot of things, whether it's Wellness Wednesdays or just about our club. Wellness Wednesdays are Wednesdays during lunch where we will do an activity, and those activities will help spread kindness throughout the school, because one of our things, like last month, it was a breast cancer awareness thing. So we put these sticky notes on a piece of paper, and it would we wrote good job, keep going, try your hardest. So overall, we demonstrate kindness and try to welcome our people to our school, along with overall wellness. Thank you.
So if you're a new student at our school, you'll get a tour and you'll have a lunch buddy, along with being able to make new friends and learn things on your computer, which we do in ARC. Each new student gets more than one Warrior Ambassador because we want to make all the connections possible for them. We try having at least 3, 1 for the tour, 1 for lunch, and 1 for ARC. Our tour, we pretty much walk them around the school, show them where their main classes are. For lunch, we try and get them to sit with some of our friends and connect them more with our group and some other kids we think that they would be good friends with. And in ARC, we go over everything they need to know for their computer, Skyward, FlexTime, Canvas, things we use on a daily basis. In the top left corner and the top right corner of our slide, we have pictures of our new student orientation from this year. We, us students, created a new student orientation because we felt that it's more beneficial for them to have a little more extra time in the school since they're new. Because when student council does their freshman orientation, they get shirts, they walk around the building, but we want to give them a little extra help and get them more connected with some of our other Warrior Ambassadors. And we also gave out shirts too at our new student orientation, which we're all wearing. So yeah, thank you.
One of our main things is that we aren't just for the new students. We want to spread kindness, wellness, and the Warrior Way all throughout our school, not just to those who are new to the district. We do this by encouraging our students to get involved, whether they are new to the district or they were referred to us by a teacher or counselor. We also try and have buddies for anyone who needs it. This past year, we actually got these handy lanyards to help students see us among the crowd, and we usually wear these at change of semester and the beginning of the school year, so that if a student is in need of a little extra help or a way to find their next class, we are there to help them. And what we really want to focus on is helping them get involved, helping them want to come to school, because a big part of school attendance and things like that is having a network to go to whenever you're coming into school, right? Because no one wants to go to school and not know anyone and not have a support system. That's a big thing that we are there for. We help the kids be here, be involved, be committed, and through our Wellness Wednesdays and other initiatives that we take into action, we help them to be kind. Thank you.
I'm just gonna share about my personal experience. So I joined GAH, oh my gosh, Gettysburg Area High School last year in May, and some clubs and sports I'm involved in is tennis, wrestling, Key Club, and Warrior Ambassadors. Coming in as a new student made me feel excited but nervous and overwhelmed. I was scared because I didn't know who I was going to sit with at lunch, how I was going to find my classes, and whether I was going to fit in with a new environment. Thankfully, the Warrior Ambassadors were able to give me a welcoming area by giving me a tour, introducing me to other students, having someone to sit with at lunch, showing me my classes, and introducing me to clubs I can get involved in. This year, as I got used to the school, I decided to join Warrior Ambassadors because I want to help create a welcoming environment for new students that also feel the way I did. Thank you.
We want to thank you all so much for your time and listening to us today. And as Mrs. Zimmerman mentioned, Warrior Ambassadors is continuously evolving. We now have officers this year, which is awesome. We're also continuing to push new initiatives among our school. So we look forward to presenting to you all again sometime in the future and detailing all of the numerous things that we're going to be planning in the next coming years. Thank you all so much for your time.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Lusk, and everyone else. We really enjoyed that. Thank you. If you guys would like to, you guys don't have to stay for the whole meeting if you don't want to. We'll give you a minute to leave. You're more than welcome to stay if you'd like, but if not, we'll give you a second. So. Alrighty, our next section will be citizens' participation.
Yeah, we have one Andrew Adam wants to talk about the Unity Park.
Designed and erected Unity Park across from the middle school. Unity Park was my Eagle Scout project, and it was formally approved by the board. Can't believe it's been 11 years in November 2014, and then I unveiled it on July 5th, 2015. It's been school district property ever since, and remains part of the district's historical and educational landscapes. Before anything else, though, I'd like to thank Mr. Reynolds and Mr. Reber for their maintenance and support of the project. Their work helps keep Unity Park meaningful and presentable for students, visitors, and the community. That being said, I'm here tonight to address the board and accomplish the following. I understand that there is a new project, new Eagle Scout project actually, that's going to be coming into the area between Alumni Park and Unity Park. While I wish this new project well, I would like to confirm that this new project does not have Unity Park anywhere in the name. Using that name for a new structure is going to cause a lot of confusion. 11 years ago, when the school district agreed to provide the land for Unity Park, I was given specific parameters by Superintendent Redding at the time. There were clear instructions given that Lefevre and Baltimore area was for Alumni Park, and that the Lefevre and Wainwright area was for Unity Park. These were the conditions of approval, and memos of understanding are in place, and recent interactions with facilities staff further confirmed the difference in the parks. After 10 years, it's clear that Unity Park is in need of some updating, and a number of items needed to be repaired or replaced. I recently learned from some of the project contributors for my project that Main Street Gettysburg applied for and received a grant to revitalize Unity Park. However, it seems that not a single thing was done with that grant to improve Unity Park with the funding. This creates a serious problem, limiting any other chances for the project to receive any kind of financial support. So again, a grant was awarded on the back of my hard work, Unity Park, and there was no work done to improve or revitalize Unity Park with the grant that was awarded. It's not a naming issue and it's not a mistake. I feel it's a transparency and it's an integrity issue. Unity Park is in need of revitalization, and that grant money should be used for the cost to replace bushes, flags, state markers, state flags, and the educational boards. I'm requesting an audit of the grant, and I truly believe the public deserves to know as to where the grant money went. With it being 10 years and next year being the celebration of America's 250th birthday, as I mentioned, the park needs bushes, flags, state markers, and state flags replaced, and it will also need new educational boards soon. I want to be proactive and cooperative. I'm in the process of trying to secure a donor who will finance annual flag replacements that will occur each year, and I'm asking the district to budget for the replacement of the items that I mentioned above, which need to replace about every 10 years or so. This past Saturday, for Remembrance Day weekend, I was fortunate to go to the park, and I actually heard from town guides, battlefield guides, many reenactors, and even congressionally chartered organizations that use the park for everything from tours to educational purposes, and now I learned even swearing in ceremonies. The park is clearly doing what it was designed to do: educate people and unify people together. I'm just asking the board to do its part in revitalizing a few of the items and budget for a few others that are in need of repair, and I'd like the money acquired in the grant to be used to revitalize the park. So your time and attention to this matter are greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Before you step away, Dr. Massner, is there any way that we could get his contact information and make sure that he's in touch with the appropriate administrator to kind of get some of his
Yep,
questions
absolutely.
answered?
We can arrange for that, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Yep. Did anyone else have any questions before we move on for him? No? Okay, thank you. We'll move on to routine approvals. So routine approvals this evening are 5.1, which covers the last agenda, 5.2, our financial report, 5.3, the approval for Jacoby transportation drivers, 5.4, a student expulsion waiver, and 5.5, our HR recommendations. Can I get a motion to combine 5.1 through 5.5?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions on any of the routine approvals, 5.1 through 5.5?
Mr. Vice President, I don't have any questions, but I would just like to thank Leslie Woodward for her 26 years of service. As she retires, she has been an extraordinary music teacher. My own children have really benefited from her existence here in the school district, as have thousands of our students, and I wish her well.
Absolutely. I have a senior in high school and a sophomore in college that both had her, so she's a tremendous teacher, and we wish her luck. Any other questions,
I
comments?
had a question on the financial, but is there anybody here that can answer it?
Unfortunately, no, but if you have questions, I can certainly pass them on.
Well, I just had a question about, one of the items on the financial statement was $157,000 that we paid towards the scoreboard. And I thought that was all going to be through donation.
I will get clarification on that for you.
Thank you.
As far as I know, and I know that she can think, it is donations, but it's a 5-year plan. So all the money for that scoreboard period is already accounted for. It's just a 5-year process. So like whoever a donor would commit X amount of dollars for the next 5 years, all those committed pays for that scoreboard completely in 5 years. So we have to fork it out ahead of time, but we get reimbursed over the 5-year period.
So are those donors the ones that are listed on the bottom of the scoreboard?
Some of that's the main sponsors, but even the ones that are going through the screen during the games are contributing to that cause as well.
So what happens if one of those businesses fails? Then
Well, I hope Wellspan doesn't fail.
Well,
We're
I
in
hope
trouble.
but I'm just saying, if one of those businesses were to fail.
Well, then we just go out for another sponsor to take over that spot.
Are there any additional questions on 5.1 through 5.5? All right, hearing none, roll call. Ryan?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on to items for board action, 6.1. So that's covering last week, policy 137.1, extracurricular participation by home education students. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on 6.1? Hearing none, roll call. Kathleen?
Yes.
Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I vote yes. 6.2, policy 137.2, participation in co-curricular activities and academic courses by home education students. This is a new policy. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Second, gotcha. Any questions on 6.2? Hearing none. Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
And I vote yes. 6.3, policy 137.7, participation in career and technical education programs by new education students. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on 6.3? Hearing none, roll call. Ryan?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Policy item number 6.4, policy 103.1, non-discrimination, qualified students with disabilities. This is also a new policy.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
Roll call. Any questions? Sorry. Hearing none, roll call. 6.4. Kathleen?
Yes.
Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I vote yes. The last one, 6.5, policy number 236, student assistance program.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on 6.5? Hearing none, we'll do roll call. Alice?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on to section 7, information items. We have 7.1, policy 204, which covers attendance, and 7.2, 204.1, credit denial. Do you want to just give a brief overview of those?
Sure. We touched on both of these at our most recent policy meeting. Dr. McFarland, would you care to just summarize what was discussed? I was not at that policy meeting.
Sure. As Dr. Matzer mentioned, we talked about these at our policy meeting just last week. Attendance 204 was updated to provide additional clarification and student accountability in work they would miss when they're missing school, obviously, as well as additional clarification on lates, tardies, and early dismissals and how that can count towards truancy. 204.1 credit denial. We discussed how this was kind of an outdated policy, how it's not being used anymore, and looking for this policy to be removed, and looking to see how specifically used at the high school and the middle school, how we can engage students to be here, be involved in their coursework, making this policy not usable anymore. On very rare occasions, we talked about putting some things in our handbooks to address this on an individual basis. Thank you.
Did anyone have any questions in regards to those? Any questions? Okay, moving on to board committee reports. Tim, do you have anything? Al is not here for policy. I don't think we have anything new for that. And also the legislative report. So we'll move on to program reports with Dr. Matzner.
Sure. As alluded to earlier this evening by Mr. Lusk, we have some board members who this may be their last meeting. So again, as was stated earlier, I know that running a school district is a difficult task, not always a popular one. And we would like to congratulate and thank those board members that have served at least during my whole time as assistant superintendent or superintendent in the district. So we have a certificate of appreciation and a small gift, a token of our appreciation for those board members. So thank you to Ryan Morris, to Jeremy Davis, to our board president, Kenny Hessinger, who is not with us today, and to Michelle Smyers. So I want to again, just for my own personal self, I would like to just thank all of you for the dedication and support of the district over the last 3.5 years that I've been here. And I hope that this is not the last time that our paths will cross. So thank you all very much.
All right, and our calendar events, looks like our next board meeting will be December 2nd. There'll actually be 2 meetings. There'll be a reorganization meeting starting at 7 p.m. and our regular board meeting will follow at 7:15 p.m. And I believe that's all we have, so.
Mr. President?
Yes, go ahead.
I wanted to say thanks to Jeremy, Ryan, Kenny, and Michelle as well. This will be my 6th year on here, and everybody's here has been pretty much here since I got on. So it was nice working with you guys and meeting you people. I think we got some good stuff done over that term, and I appreciate you guys as well.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Or at least I do.
Yep, thank you guys very much. I think that concludes everything that we need to handle this evening, so if I could get a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. President,
One
we
second.
did hold an executive session.
I was going to say,
prior.
you want to announce the executive session. That
Oh,
was, I
yeah,
was trying to
so,
leave.
yeah, a little housekeeping. We did hold executive session prior to the board meeting to discuss a legal matter, and now can I get a motion to adjourn?